Do you know how much pain is the process of applying for touristic visa? There are countries, for example, in Schengen zone, in European Union, they don't need visa. They don't need even passport crossing the borders. First of all, there are no borders, but if there will be some check, because it happened to me last year on New Year. Me and my brother were crossing the border from Denmark to Sweden, and on the border the border police entered and checked all the documents. Citizens of those countries, they need only one ID. That's it. They don't need anything else. No passport, no visa. The next circle of countries that are surround the European Union, countries like Serbia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Ukraine, Moldova. For citizens of those countries, they don't need visa, but they need the passport, because they can stay inside the European Union 90 days in the last 6 months. So you need to count and not to exceed that amount of days, and after that you need to leave European Union and come back after you can do that. They don't need visa. They just show the passport, they enter, and that's it. Next circle of the countries that need visa, and there are two groups of those countries. One group that get visa very easily, they just apply the default documents, and default documents are application form, 2 photos, your document like passport, tickets, bus tickets or airplane tickets, and proof of your stay, the booking from hotel. Second group of countries that need visa, it's so hard for them to get visa because they need to provide their last 3 salaries. They need to provide the document for their house or any other property they have, the family members that they stay inside the country. I will not be surprised if one day the embassies will ask for birth certificate. Like, why the hell do you need all these documents? Because if I'm planning my stay in that country, sometimes it's short stay, like 1 to 3 days or 1 week maximum, right? I cannot do that spontaneously. At some moment I want to go to Paris and spend my weekend there. No, even if I have a flight, I cannot go there because I need to get all those documents. The process lasts 1 or 2 weeks. Plus, I need 1 or 2 weeks to wait for the answer for the visa, and already a month. If you don't go, if embassy will reject, you will lose all your money. This is so much stressful situation that in a lot of these countries, they start cheating. They make their reservation in very expensive hotel, then they cancel that, but the document of that reservation they provide to embassy. What happened to me last year, I entered Netherlands, and in the border they asked where I'm gonna stay, how long I'm gonna stay, where's my back ticket. Prepared all those documents, they were with me, so I provide them with those prints of all my reservations. The police officer contacted the hotel and asked if my reservation is still active, and I was so happy at that moment that I didn't do any fake documents. All my reservations were okay. I heard a lot of stories from people made that fake reservation, they entered, they had no problems. Remember, it's not like that's rule. That's not the rule. They just get luck that police officer didn't want to get bothered with that. Another important thing, when you fill the application form, there is one part that you fill the first entrance country. If you fill the application form, the first entrance country, one country, and then when you enter the European Union, you change your mind and you enter from another country, that might be a problem. And I even know the people who have been turned back and rejected entering the European Union because they lied. If you fill that application form, please fill all the details correctly. I really feel sorry for the countries, and I am one citizen of one of those countries that have the problem getting visa all the time. It's so much stress, so much expenses that at some moment person thinks like, do I really need to go there? So let me share with you tips that I use when I apply for the visa. Tip number 1, apply in the embassy of the country where you are gonna spend more days. For example, if you're planning to spend 5 days in Germany and 4 days in Italy, you need to apply in the embassy of Germany. That's the common rule. Second important thing that you need to pay attention is that you need to provide the embassy with all the documents, flight or bus or car to the country where you're gonna stay. Then if you're gonna move between the countries, bus tickets or another vehicle that you're planning to use, because that will add credibility to your application. You will show one by one what you're gonna do, where you're gonna stay, where you will go, how much day you will spend there. Tip number 2, the reservations. There was a time I was doing my reservations on the booking.com. Well, what I do when I enter the website, I search and I first open and check the map. the place should be in the city center or near the bus or metro or any other traffic that will take me to the city center. And another important thing and interesting thing, that if you open the map of the place, if it shows you very wide, so it's somewhere far. If it shows you the city on the map, so it's somewhere in the city center, and that's why they do it that big map, to show how in good place the place is located. In this case, if you find some place and you want to go there, you can just call directly to the place and ask how much costs reservations. Sometimes they say cheaper than you do on the website, but sometimes website can do it much cheaper than the place directly. Tip number 3 is internet. Prepare your roaming megabytes or gigabytes to be able to use it there. But even in that case, you just can go to the cafe and use internet from cafe to cafe. Actually, you don't need internet that much if you're in another country. What you can need? Only maps, and you download the Google Maps, Here Map, Go Map, Maps.me, for example. Last but not least, try not to get problems. And even if you have problems, try not to get caught. If you have a question, just Google that or go to police officer and ask. That's what they do. They help and protect us. Thank you for watching. I hope all of you will get visa if you need it, and all in all, you will spend nice time if you plan your travel with the person you love, alone, or with a family. Person you love, family. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.